Once upon a time, in a remote village, there was a renowned Zen master known for his wisdom and enlightenment. People from far and wide would travel to seek his guidance and teachings. One day, a young man arrived at the Zen master's humble abode. He was filled with doubts and questions about the purpose of life. Seeking clarity, he approached the master and said, "Master, I have traveled a long way to find answers. Please guide me on the path to enlightenment." The Zen master nodded and invited the young man into his tranquil garden. They sat in silence under a cherry blossom tree, the petals gently falling around them. The master picked up a teacup and started pouring tea, but he didn't stop when the cup was full. The tea overflowed, spilling onto the ground. The young man, puzzled by the master's action, exclaimed, "Master, the cup is already full. Why do you continue pouring?" The Zen master smiled and replied, "Like this teacup, your mind is already full of preconceived notions and beliefs. How can I offer you anything new if you are not willing to empty your cup?" The young man realized the profound wisdom in the master's words. He understood that in order to receive true knowledge, he needed to let go of his preconceptions and approach life with an open mind. From that moment on, the young man became a dedicated student of the Zen master. Day after day, he would sit in meditation, striving to empty his mind and embrace the present moment. Gradually, he started to experience moments of enlightenment, glimpses of profound clarity and peace. Years passed, and the young man transformed into a wise and enlightened individual himself. One day, a troubled traveler arrived in the village seeking guidance. The now masterful student approached the traveler and said, "My friend, let me share with you a lesson I learned from my own journey." He led the traveler to the same cherry blossom tree where he once sat with the Zen master. As they sat in silence, he picked up a teacup and poured tea, but stopped when the cup was full. The traveler, mirroring the young man's earlier confusion, asked, "Why did you stop pouring? The cup is not overflowing." The wise student smiled and replied, "Indeed, the cup is not overflowing. It is a reminder that even when we think we have learned and understood, there is always more room for growth and discovery. The journey to enlightenment is continuous, with no final destination." The traveler was deeply moved by this insight and decided to stay in the village to learn from the wise student, continuing the lineage of wisdom passed down from the Zen master. And so, the legacy of the Zen master lived on as new students arrived seeking guidance, and the timeless teachings of emptiness, presence, and continuous growth were shared with those who were ready to listen. The story teaches us that to gain true knowledge and wisdom, we must empty our minds of preconceived notions and approach life with an open mind. The journey to enlightenment is a continuous process of growth and discovery with no final destination. The legacy of the Zen master lives on through the transmission of wisdom to new students who are ready to listen and embrace the teachings of emptiness, presence, and continuous growth. This is Motivational Stories. Thanks for watching and stay blessed.